The life of Marjan Satrapi. Iranian-born Marjan Satrapi was born on November 22, 1969 in Rast, Iran. She grew up in Tehran with both parents involved in communist and socialist movements prior to the Iranian Revolution. Satrapi is also the author of her own graphic novel Persepolis, a memoir of growing up as a little girl in the revolutionary Iran. Marjan is extremely multilingual, being able to speak English, Swedish, German, French, and Italian. She attended school in Iran, where it was law for girls to wear a veil shielding her face. She attended the Lycée François in Vienna during her teen years. Growing up in Iran during the revolution was a very unpleasant place for adolescents. There was growing suppression of civil liberties and the everyday life consequences of Iranian politics, including the fall of the Shah. Marjan experienced horrific times of war, including street attacks, an Iraqi air raid, and Scud missile attacks on Tehran. As written in her book Persepolis, a Scud hit her neighboring house, killing a childhood friend. Feeling as if this was not the ideal environment for a child's upbringing, Marjan's family decided it was best for her to move. In 1983, at the age of 14, Marjan was sent to Vienna, Austria, in flee of Iranian regime. She attended Lycée Français de Vienne through her high school years. Marjan lived in many different places and experienced many different things. She lived in a nun home, a friend's house, an apartment full of gay men, a dorm, and even lived 2 years on the streets. She had many different experiences throughout her life. She was the new kid at school, got into the wrong crowd, had to make new friends, smoked cigarettes, smoked weed, had boyfriends, and many other things. Marjan strongly believed in fighting for what you believe in. Sometimes her actions seem rebellious, and they get her into trouble, but it doesn't change her feelings or ambition. After a bad case of pneumonia, Marjan traveled back to Tehran. After returning to Iran, Marjan's parents left on a vacation, which gave her a lot of time to sit at home and think about how she felt she didn't fit in. As a result, she tried 2 different attempts of suicide, but in the end decided that it wasn't for her because she survived both attempts. Marjan got her life back together as she went to the Islamic Azad University in Tehran, studying communication and eventually getting a master's degree. Soon after, when Marjan was at a party, she met a man named Reza, who was a veteran from the Iraq-Iran War. At the age of 21, they got married, but then 3 years later, she fell out of love with him, and they decided to go their separate ways. Feeling as if it was her time to fly the coop, Serapi moved to Strasbourg, France. This was the last time she saw her grandmother, but as Marjan said, freedom does not come without sacrifice.